Hey guys, Chris Wing here. So swims happen, right? It's a natural part of our progression with the sport of kayaking, and it's one part that never really truly goes away. Like, yes, the time period in between swims definitely lengthens, and we get better at remaining in our kayak, but ultimately we are all just swimmers who happen to be in our kayaks at times. So with that, one of the challenges of swimming is dealing with the equipment as the swim occurs. And I think the biggest piece of equipment that people really struggle with is the kayak. Obviously, this is assuming that you've kind of already gone through your priority system. In rescue priorities, you're number one. The second thing you're thinking about is your group. The third thing you're thinking about is, the swimmer or the person that needs the help in the water. And then finally, the equipment. This process goes fast, though. This is a fluid and fast process. Generally, the swimmer can kind of get some coaching and swim themselves to shore, but they are ultimately, a priority over the equipment. So what we're going to talk about here in this video is how to get the boat drained from the water from your kayak and to shore so it can be finished draining. And again, this can be a bit tricky. It's largely dependent on your own personal paddling skill and your comfort being in weird situations and kind of working through things. But with a little bit of practice, you'll find that this is a great skill to have in your arsenal. So without further ado, boat draining from the water. All right, so we're going to talk about this in the context of being in your boat. There's a lot of different ways that you can get a boat to the side of the river. I think the most common things that I see other paddlers doing is, probably immediately clipping in a rescue belt from a rescue vest into a boat and then dragging a boat full of water. Can talk about why that actually complicates things. Plowing a boat, especially while it's still upside down, boat sliding over the top of the other boat and not really effectively plowing it. Or sometimes people will actually give a push on the boat from either end. Any way you look at it, the boat is going to perform best on its hull. So the first thing that you want to do when you come up alongside a boat is actually flip that boat over. If the swimmer swam recently and the boat hasn't traveled all that far, literally coming up along the side of the boat and giving it a quick little flick like so can actually, you might get lucky. You might actually have a boat that's pretty free and clear of water, and it's actually light enough to clip into, light enough to give a push, or even put your bow into the cockpit rim and plow. If the boat has been upside down for a while, you can actually see it listing, things like that. You can still lift it from the side, or you can go with the old hand of God method and roll it right side up. But from there, now you've got a boat full of water. Again, it'll travel better if it's flat on its hull. You can actually push it, and if the boat has flotation, which it should have flotation, it will be sitting a little bit higher in the water then. But what we can do is we can actually effect a pretty quick rescue on a boat just by bringing it right side up first, rolling it up onto its side and allowing the flotation to actually displace water. And at this point, even just rolling a boat up onto its side allows the boat to drain of water. From there, if you want to drain it even further, the hand that's furthest from the boat grabs onto the cockpit rim here, and the hand closest to the boat grabs onto the bow. From there, you're actually going to roll the boat up onto edge, spin it across your lap, and drag that boat as far up as you can onto your own kayak. This is what we would call a boat over boat rescue. It largely hinges on your experience doing this, your own personal skill, your comfort in whitewater. But even if you just did a slight dump, this boat is floating so much higher now, and you can actually, again, clip into it, push it to shore. Maybe not plow it, because that's just gonna fill the boat full of water again, but is really effective in getting the boat to shore faster. So there you have it. You got a quick and dirty way to get the kayak drained and moving to shore, or even clipping in with your rescue PFD. I think we'll do another video here in the future of proper uses of the rescue PFD and the tow tether. I think it's a common misconception and misused often, and a really easy way to get yourself into trouble fast. So if y'all would like to see a video like that, click like on the video below. Also leave some comments in the comments section and let us know what kind of videos you would like to see for our Learning Curve series. Until next time, we'll see you out on the river.